Riho. Riho rolls up, rolls through. Statlander 2. Oh, what a win. What
Here is your winner, Riho.
Man, Statlander shocked. I'm kind of shocked. That was a hell of a win. Man, she should have used the chain.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. Let's get to this one, man. And let me say this, man. I predicted that it was going to be a banger between Riho and Kris Statlander, and it was a banger. The crowd was liking it too. By the way, this was a good crowd tonight in Atlanta, suburban Atlanta, Duluth, Georgia. It was actually, this was actually a good crowd, man. This was a good crowd tonight, man. So, they were definitely into this match. Because, you know, like a lot of times, like I said, and it's more prevalent in female matches in AEW, but like, it's not even just AEW. Like, you hear the quietness of the crowd in WWE too, but like, some men matches don't get a response either. So, you know you got a good crowd when you hear an active response from the ladies' matches and whatever the lowest matches on the card. You know what I mean? And this Atlanta crowd was good tonight. Especially compared to the crowd in, what was that, Mobile, Alabama, I think they were in, or something like that. I didn't think, or Huntsville, one of those Alabama towns. I didn't think the crowd was good last week. But, anyways, Riho versus Kris Statlander, and guess who was beside her? It was Stokely Hathaway. This is key because there's been some problems with Stokely Hathaway using some heel tactics, right? So Riho tripped Kris Statlander into the ropes to start the match. Went for a 619 that looked pretty. That Statlander actually avoided. Statlander put Riho down with a shoulder block and got a 2 count before Riho slipped away. Statlander put Riho in a bear hug and then suplexed her. Statlander had offensive control headed into the PIP break. They coming out of the PIP break. Statlander hit Riho with three clotheslines. Statlander went for a powerbomb, but Riho countered into a hurcanrana that left Statlander on the ropes. Riho hit her with a 619. And then followed up with a crossbody block. Statlander rolled through the crossbody block. Riho then countered into a dragon suplex for a near fall. Statlander came back with a powerbomb for a near fall. Hathaway pulled a chain out of his pocket and left it in the corner of the ring. Hathaway hopped on the apron and distracted the referee. Statlander picked up the chain, but then dropped it at ringside. So this has been a problem, right? Statlander's been resorting to these dirty tactics. He did it on he tried to do it for Kris Statlander last week, where Willow Nightingale stopped him last week, right? So that's what got them off the page. But somehow, when Revolution got here, they all got on the same page, and Statlander and Willow Nightingale was able to beat the tough duo of Julia Hart and Sky Blue. So then Statlander ended up hitting Riho with a pair of German suplexes. Riho rolled Statlander into a pin and got a 3 count. And so that was all she wrote for Kris Statlander, who lost in almost 10 minutes to Riho. And after the match, Taz said Statlander should have actually used the chain. Hathaway spoke to Statlander, who appeared to jaw back at him. So she wasn't on the same page with him. Very frustrated with Hathaway because this keeps happening. And so the thing about it is, so they cut over to Hathaway after the match, right? And Hathaway claims that everything's okay, on the same page. So Willow Nightingale was with him this time. Statlander wasn't with him. And he claims everything's going to be okay. Willow says she's actually going to face Riho to decide who's going to face Julia Hart for that TBS championship. So it's going to be interesting because I should have known. Well, let's put up the poll who you guys thought was going to win, because I did a poll on this. Let's see what we got here. So we had about 250 votes. 16 likes. And about 74% of y'all chose Kris Statlander beating Riho. So it's about 74%, which is very interesting. The way that I see that is that you guys were kind of all on the same accord as me. You guys all thought, thank God for voting in the poll, by the way. Y'all all thought Kris Statlander was definitely going to win. And I definitely thought Kris Statlander was going to win. But I forgot that the storyline was really them not trusting Stokely Hathaway and him doing dirty tactics. And it actually coming through in this match. Because when you think about it, Stokely Hathaway being ringside, this is probably going to happen again. So I didn't even think about that when I first went over it. I was like, oh yeah, this nigga, he been messing up their matches, man. And I think he's gonna do the same thing with Willow Nightingale, and Riho's gonna get her shot at the TBS title against Julia Hart. But Willow Nightingale seems to still have a beef with Julia Hart, so I'm still trying to see how this is all gonna go. We're gonna talk about Julia Hart in a separate video. She has some things to say on Dynamite as well. So, but interesting. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think about all this. Let me also know who y'all think is going to win next week between Willow Nightingale and Riho, because it's kind of unpredictable. But if Stokely Hathaway gets involved again, you'll know why. You'll know why Willow Nightingale lost, probably more than likely. So we'll see how that goes. And the thing is, let me talk about this real quick. Kris Statlander, does she need to turn heel? Does she need to turn heel? Let's see about that, man. Go ahead and get it, because you got the perfect manager. Go ahead and get this video a like, share, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. After News to Like.